Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here, and yes, what you're seeing is true. It's an ultra rare Class B camper van. Folks, today we're going to look at a 1999 Road Trek 190 Popular, 20 feet long. Folks, I don't have to tell you how hard it is to find these vans. We had to send somebody out over 500 miles just to buy this one. These are just so rare, especially in this price range, folks. This one's only $19,900 and it has a generator. This one right here, I had an Explorer van I put on last week for $24,900. It sold in 90 minutes after being posted online. This one right here going to sell within a day very easily. For those of you who are looking for these vans, I don't have to tell you how hard it is to find these, especially under $20,000. You can look online right now for road treks with generators for under 20 grand, and this is probably the only one you're going to see for sale nationwide. Now, folks, we just drove it 500 miles in. The tires look great. The generator runs great. It's got the 318, the 5.2 liter V8 Dodge engine, Dodge 3500 chassis. It's got 151,000 miles. But folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if I had a piece of tape over the odometer and you came and looked at this RV, you came and drove it, looked it all over, and didn't know the miles, you would swear it had less than 50,000 miles on it. This RV has had exceptional care. It's in great shape, and I wouldn't let those. We're not afraid to drive this thing 3,000 miles to California. If somebody on the West Coast wants us to deliver this RV, my drivers have no problem taking it just like it sits. It's that nice of a van. Folks, this unit gets about 15 miles a gallon. It's just long and is easy to drive and park as a regular van. So this is something you can put in a regular parking spot. It's the perfect couple's motorhome. Anybody can drive it, from a teenage driver to anybody in their 80s or 90s that can still drive a car. You can drive this van, and just looks great, folks. Look at the exterior of this little camper van. You know what I love about these is they've got everything a big Class A's got, but something that's just so easy to drive and park. It's got an awning, and we'll make sure all that works great. It's got the tow package. It's got the 2.8 Onan generator. Runs great. Got the rear door. All fiberglass roof, no maintenance roof. You can see it's not beat up. It's not pinged or dented up or anything like that. Got the factory alloy wheels. The tires, like I said, they look great. I don't think you're going to have to worry about tires for a long time. The dash air is ice cold. The roof air is ice cold. I mean, it's got the skylights in it. It's a great looking van. It's very hard to find in this price range, folks. These things cost more new than many Class A motorhomes. I know it's hard to believe, but if you price a new Road Trek, you can buy a 32, 33 foot Class A with slide new for less than what one of these costs new. Motor run perfect, purring like a kitten. My drivers had nothing but great remarks about it when they got back from driving it 500 miles after we picked it up. It's a 25th anniversary edition, so it's got the anniversary badging on it. It's the Popular. So what you do is you get this third chair, which is great for passengers. A lot of people don't know this, but these front chairs swivel around. So you can swivel the passenger seat around, lean it back. This folds flat, and you've got an extra bed right there. Plus, you've got a little fold-down table right there behind the driver's seat, so you can have eating service for 3 people right here if you want to. Let's take a look inside. Now, folks, I'm going to tell you, I'm not kidding when I say if you didn't know the mileage of this van and you just looked at it in person, you drove it, you would swear it had under 50,000 miles on it. I mean, even the stove eyes doesn't look like they've ever been lit. Look around the skylights. You know, Road Treks have the 3 skylights. That's one of the things that's only for Road Treks. There's no water stains or marks around those skylights. They've kept everything sealed like they're supposed to. Up here in the front, the dash air is ice cold. There's no check engine lights, no warning lights. I've got the motor running right now. Oh, ABS lights. You can look at the seats. There's no rips, tears, cigarette burns. There's no smoke odors, no pet odors. And after you buy this RV, folks, RV techs are going to go through a very extensive checkout, make sure everything works great. And of course, you know, we're more than happy. I'm going to cut the lights off so you can see that everything still works. After purchase, we go through this very extensive checkout sheet, and we're more than happy to fax or email you a copy of that checkout sheet before you buy this unit on eBay, because that's where this is going to sell. I'm going to list it on other websites too, folks, but this one's going on eBay. That's where I sell all my camper vans, because people come from all over the country to buy these things. That Explorer van I posted last week, guy lives from Washington State that bought it. He's flying down here into this week to buy this, to pick it up. That's how rare they are, folks. And it was $24,900 without a generator. Well, this one's $19,900 with a generator. Very nice, very clean. We're going to make sure everything works. And I promise you, folks, this thing in person looks a lot better than it does in the video. As we step back, closet right here, and of course there's your little table. 3-way RV refrigerator freezer, so this actually can run off AC, which is on right now. It's already getting cold. It'll run off DC, which is battery, or propane. So if you decide not to run your generator, which, to be honest with you folks, I've got mixed feelings about generators in these little vans. Yeah, they're great if you're going to boondock camp, but just for driving, you really don't need it, because unlike other style motorhomes, the dash air and the dash heat in this RV will keep the whole van comfortable while you're traveling. So you don't have to run the roof air and the generator, unless, I guess, if you're in Arizona or southern Florida in the middle of the summer, you might do it. But 99% of the time, you're not going to need to run the generator while you're going down the road. But you can if you want to. I've had a lot of customers who maybe their spouse is on an oxygen machine, something like that. So in that case, yeah, you'd have to run the generator to run your machine. But folks, this is a nice clean RV. Sink, microwave. Of course, we make sure all that works with our standard checkout. Got the window unit air, which is all you need. I mean, you're not talking about much space at all. That right there will run you out of here as far as keeping it cool. TV, and it's on a little pull-out swivel. You got a VCR, and it's got a bathroom with a shower. It's got the hall shower that all the 190s have. And what it is, you fold this door out. You've got a curtain right here that, let me step back here, and as you can see, it's got tracks that go all the way around here, and you got a fantastic vent fan. So you can, and you've got a drain in the floor right there. So take a shower right here. It's not something you want to use every day. It's just one of those things you use if you have to. It's got all the holding tanks, just like a big Class A's got. It's got the RV toilet. It's got a water heater. It's got a furnace. And all this closes up into the side when you don't need it. You've got 2 opposing sofas in the back. This makes one big queen bed, and you just set this down, this table down. Of course, you also got entry from the back. You know, they don't waste any space on these little vans, folks, and that's one thing I like about the Road Trek. They're one of the best known brands. Of course, here's your books and manuals, which is getting to be a hard thing to find in used RVs anymore. I don't know why people keep them for souvenirs, but they do. But this one's already included. But they don't waste any space. In other words, if there's any kind of space at all, they use it for storage. I mean, even a little something like right here. And of course, this is a tablecloth. I'll leave that there. But anyway, folks, carpet looks great. All the seats looks great. I mean, the headliner looks great. It's got the sound deadening material in it, so it's going to reduce road vibrations and help insulate the van. The dash air is cold. No warning lights on the dash. I mean, folks, I wouldn't hesitate to drive this anywhere. And I know this is going to sell quick, so if this video is more than a few days old, I'd go ahead and call anyway, but don't be surprised at all if this one's already long gone. I get very few of these in. I go through hundreds of Class A's and Class C's every single year, but these little vans are just so hard to find And this is the only type of motorhome that I'll send somebody thousands of miles away to pick up, is one of these I can sell for under $30,000. Is one of these Class B vans. I'll send somebody to the West Coast to buy them if I could find them. These things are in such high demand and such short supply, folks, that there's just an incredible market for these things and demand for them. You know, this thing right here is going to sell, and be honest with you, it'll probably sell today. It would not surprise me one bit if by closing time today we already have a deposit on it, because I have people, subscribers to my YouTube channel, specifically looking for these little vans, and they're just impossible to find. Folks, this unit's 19.9. That's everything checked out and working that's on that list. I take trade-ins. I have financing available with approved credit with interest rates as low as 3%. Now, you'll have to have some money down if you finance this RV. I want to go ahead and warn you, because the book value and the market value are polar opposites on these little vans. I'll give thousands of dollars over retail book as a dealer just to find one of these to resell, but I can't even buy them for that. So keep that in mind. If you want to finance this thing and you don't have any money down, you probably need to go to a Class A or a Class C, because these little vans, the demand's so high for them, you can throw the book away when you look at them. Even for us as a dealer to buy them, we pay thousands over retail, and gladly pay that much over retail just to find these things, because there is such a high demand for them. But anyway, folks, it's 19.9. That's a firm price. And I don't like to pressure people. I don't like to build urgency, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if you call and this thing is available and you don't leave a deposit, folks, don't be surprised you call back an hour later and it's sold. That is how high the demand is for these vans, especially in this price range with a generator in this kind of condition. Very nice, very clean van. Somebody's going to scoop it up quick. Give us a call. We don't have commission salespeople. We don't have sales fees. We don't have dealer markup on interest rates on financing like other dealers do. We're 48-year-old family owned and operated used RV dealership, now into our third generation. Sell over 500 used RVs a year, folks. We're one of the largest and most successful in the country. You can check us out on eBay. We're a certified power seller with hundreds of positive feedbacks. As far as I know, we're the only used RV dealer with that distinction. You can check out my Google Plus page. I've got dozens of positive customer testimonials from people that came from all over the country. So you can rest assured our reputation's solid. And we're not going to risk that reputation to sell you something that may have undisclosed damage, or we're not going to risk that reputation telling you something that we're not going to do, like check this RV out. It's going to be checked out. You're welcome to get a copy of that list. We can email or fax it to you, but this thing right here, folks, it's selling quick today. Today or tomorrow, this unit will be gone. I just about bet my check on it for the month. So give us a call, 706-965-7929, evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Be prepared to leave a deposit, because, I mean, this is a nice van. It's clean. There's no leak damage. It's the perfect floor plan for a couple. It can sleep up to 3, but ideal for a couple or maybe an occasional guest. And generator works, airs work. For 19.9, and like I said, I don't have to tell you folks looking for them how hard it is to find them. Thank you for watching my video. This unit's going on eBay and about 20 other different websites, so make sure you call us before you come to look at this van, because I don't want you to come all the way down here and it's already sold, because it's not, I've got, and this is another reason why these are so scarce, folks. You can come to my lot and you don't have to call before you come look, because I've got 50 or 60 Class A's. I've got 20 or 25 Class C's. I've got one Class B, and it may be months before I have another one. So, always call and make sure it's still here before you drive down here, because I don't want anybody driving down here 3 or 4 hours, didn't call, and then they get down here and it says sold on it. Because that's what happens all the time with these vans. People come down, they don't call, they don't make appointments. We have no way of knowing you're coming, and when you come down here, it's got a big sold wrote on the windshield, because one of my guys have already sold it. So Always call ahead, leave your number with a salesperson so they can call you if it sells before it gets here. But I strongly recommend you leave a deposit, folks. I mean, I cannot recommend that highly enough. So give us a call, drop us an email. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. We offer nationwide delivery. You just pay whatever it costs us to get this van to you and get my driver back home. We've delivered them all over the United States. We've sold in all 50 states, including multiple sales to Alaska and Hawaii. We've sent over 2,000 motorhomes, fifth wheels, and campers all over Canada. We've sent over 30 overseas to England, Italy, Australia, the Netherlands, and other countries. In fact, I've sent a couple of these little vans overseas because they're so rare that people have came from the other side of the world and bought these things and had them imported over there. So give us a call, drop us an email. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.